What is going on, guys? Spooky Guy 444 here, back at you with my first video in quite some time, and bear with me, I'm a little stuffy right now because LOWES Halloween 2024 has made me sick to my stomach. Now, as we know, yesterday was the beginning of the LOWES manager meeting. It's also running into today too, I believe, so we might see more content as the day goes on. But after seeing this lineup from LOWES, me and a lot of other people, gotta say, we're very disappointed, which is really not what I wanted to do. I had such high hopes for LOWES this year after coming off such a strong year in 2024. So what happened? What went wrong? I don't know. But before we go on that tangent, today we are going to be looking at all of the new content from the LOWES manager meeting this year in the great 2025, talking about my thoughts on the props that we can see and the videos that I'm allowed to share with you guys if you haven't seen those already as well. It's a lot to unravel, it's a lot to unpack. We got a lot of content very, very quick, and I'm excited to be able to put this out for you guys. So without further ado, I'm Spooky Guy 444, and let's go over my thoughts on LOWES Halloween 2025. Here we go. So over here, we're going to start off with this little collage corner here that shows the Corpse Bride stuff and the Haunted Mansion stuff. And I would just like to say, why in God's green earth did they bring back the Headless Knight and the Caretaker? Both of these sold like doo-doo. Like, what was the whole game plan there of bringing them back? Like, they're not going to make them any money whatsoever. I think their strategy was to pair them with the brand new 3-foot hitchhiking ghosts here. However, those aren't going to sell well either. These new hitchhiking ghosts are one of the... I don't know what they were going for. Like, why are they 3 feet tall? Like, what's the point in making them so small? You should have just went the whole 9 yards and made them life-sized. So these Gemmy hitchhiking ghosts, they don't look the worst, I guess. They look better than what they did in the leaks, but it's not anything special. Like I said, it should have been fully life-size. It would have made more sense, especially considering the Headless Knight and the Caretaker that are both full-size and, for whatever reason, returning. They're all right, I guess. They're nothing crazy. But what's not all right over here is the Corpse Bride stuff right beside it there. Sparky's fine. I don't even... Okay, first, we need to stop for a second. Sparky, with the Corpse Bride stuff, is kind of strange. I don't know what that they were going for. They should have done scraps if they wanted to make it all cohesive. But I don't think that was their plan. I think they just wanted to make a Sparky. Sparky, he's alright. He's cute. I mean, it's not anything I buy. I'm not like a die-hard Frankenweenie fan or anything like that. But it doesn't make me mad. No, what makes me mad is the Emily and Victor right above it. These guys look terrible. Now, obviously, when we first saw the leaks back in January, the Emily was just a render taken from the movie. Now, Victor, I'm 90% sure, was actually a prototype. So what happened? What happened to the both of them, dude? These are awful. And it's like, why even try and get these and then compete with Spirit's Emily and Victor, which are just some of the best animatronics to come out this decade so far. Emily's, I've heard that her head turns and her one eye pops out, which is, that's a cool animation. And then Victor, his head turns and he blinks his eyes. I mean, okay. There, like I said, holds no candle to those Spirit ones. Like, these look awful, especially Emily. They both look terrible. Like, how do you make Victor look more how do you make Victor look more malnourished than he already is? That is some impressive levels of terrible from the homeboys over at Gemmy. I don't even know what to say. We're going to scroll past this section now because I'm done talking about it. Coming up next, we have this Sunstar Slop looking pop-up witch thing. I don't know. There's not much to say about it. It looks bad. I guess they can use this time to talk about how they've reused the castle, which is interesting from last year. Which I do like the castle setup. I think it's a really nice setup. But I hope to see in stores that we get some more unique themes, you know. Maybe not this year, but maybe next year, you know. Switch it up a little bit. But yeah, that witch sucks. Next. Coming up next, we have another one that I was really holding out hope for, but I gotta say, looking at this photo of him, I am very, very disappointed. This is the Infernal Harbinger, the 12-foot Infernal Harbinger from Techie, and it just looks like a really big action figure. Now, I love Inferno Pumpkin, who is definitely a very big action figure. Very plasticky, very shiny, but I don't know. I don't like what I'm looking at here, and I think there's a lot of issues. It's not just how shiny everything is. It's also just the arms. Why are they so skinny? Why are the hands so big? But also, why are they posed out like... excuse me. Why are they posed out like that? Like, what? I don't like it. I think that's why I like the prototype of this guy a lot better, because it definitely looked a lot better. And you know what? It's a shame that this had to happen, but I guess I'm also not complaining, because now I get to save money, because I don't want another giant prop. Obviously, I do want to see a video of him still. We have not gotten a video of this guy yet, and I am excited to see one. But for right now, Infernal Harbinger, not that great. Here we have a photo of the front. This photo does actually show us that in the very, very far end, Deep Sea Diver is coming back, which is very exciting. And then we also can see they're ultra posable, which I'm curious about. I do want to see better pictures of that. They do have their own ultra posable skeleton this year. And then we also can see this giant groundbreaker skull and hands, which is all right. I mean, it's nothing crazy. We can also see here that handstand is back. So far, this photo is the one that makes me the least upset. Just because that giant groundbreaker head and hands, it's all right. I mean, it's nothing crazy. And then everything else is just returns. So, yeah, pretty cool. I like the head. It's nice. I like the purple lights. Purple lights definitely do it a lot of justice. Here we have this witch. Mid. I don't know what else to say. It's just a generic cauldron witch. It exists. It's just it's a gemmy piece. It is a gemmy piece, confirmed. However, it just looks like some mid SVI Alibaba slop, and I don't like it. Yeah, very disappointing. Nothing crazy. I was kind of hoping it would be Techie, so that maybe it could be a Cotton Candy Dan reskin, but we did not get that lucky, unfortunately. Here we have a better photo of the corpse bride stuff, but we also have a photo of the Mummy Mickey and the party skeleton. Yeah, corpse bride stuff, terrible. Some of the worst stuff to come out this year so far. The Mummy Mickey looks okay. I actually don't mind the sculpt on Mickey himself. Party skeleton makes me genuinely upset, because I was hoping that it was a life-size prop that was Bluetooth connected that would go with the DJ. And we'll talk about the DJ here in a little bit. Honestly, it sucks. But the best thing in this photo is by far the Casper blow mold. I want that Casper blow mold. I love that Casper blow mold. That is so cool. Here we have some stuff that you can kind of see in the background, stuff that we'll talk about in a little bit, along with this is the Illusionist. Now, Illusionist is a static piece by Jemmy, and the only reason that I like this thing at all is because it looks like the creepy skeleton greeter. And that is the only reason I want it, is because it looks like that. It's just a static thing. I think it's like 4 feet tall, maybe. It's nothing special, but it looks like my profile picture, and I want it because of that. And now this is where we actually get into some of the videos. So the first one that we're actually going to look at here is this little collage section that has the window girl, the female plague doctor, the creepy twins, the peekaboo clown, and the pop-up gravedigger. Now, I'm just going to say this outright. All the Jemmy stuff in this photo, you can already tell what it is. It all sucks. It's all terrible. This is all bottom of the barrel slop. Plague doctor, they just tried to capitalize off of Depot's. I don't blame them. However, no contest. There is no contest. The Plague Doctor from Home Depot is one of the perfect renditions of a prop. And it's not even perfect. It has flaws, but like, it's so good. The window girl sucks. What is the point? It's just a creepy girl. The twins, abysmal. What are we going for? Now, the peekaboo clown, I do want to see a video of still. I assume that it is just a peekaboo penny reskin, but it doesn't look bad. I think it looks quite all right. It's not anything that I would really buy. However, it's pretty decent. And now we come to the pop-up gravedigger. And this is where I'm kind of disappointed, because, like, I don't know. He doesn't look bad, but, like, he doesn't look that tall. And, like, the way that he was kind of looking in the stock images, I thought his pop-up was going to be, like, huge. Like Mr. Dark or pop-up possessed pumpkin levels. But we didn't get that, which kind of sucks. Yeah, kind of a very underwhelming jump scare. Maybe he'll be better in person. I'm not fully, like, turned off by him yet. I think he still could be great. But right now I'm just not feeling it. But yeah, this whole section, very disappointing. Probably the best thing in that photo is the peekaboo clown, and I'm still not fully sold on that either. And then up next, we are going to look at this little section here on the side that contains the Nightmare Spectre, the Gravedigger, the 10-foot scarecrow, and the howling werewolf. This is another thing, just as the last photo. There is one good prop in this entire section, and it is the Nightmare Spectre. I like that he rings a bell. It's pretty cute. He's not anything crazy. He's really not. He's a very simple piece, honestly. And that's not bad per se, because like he's simple ghost. He's a simple ghost. And I think if he's on the cheaper end, I think he's going to be a really good prop. But everything else kind of sucks. The Gravedigger's terrible. There's this one photo of its side profile. I'll pull it up right now. That is my goal physique. I want to look like that. I want to look like this. Please. Yeah, it sucks. It's ugly. Why even bother trying to do something like that? The Scarecrow doesn't look as bad as it did in the prototype pictures. However, the animation just looks stupid. That animation looks so dumb. I don't like it. And then the Werewolf is the biggest disappointment by far, because what me and a lot of people were thinking is that it was going to be a 1-to-1 reskin of the Big Lots Howling Werewolf, just with an improved kind of design. Obviously, he's got a different mouth, he's got different clothes, and he looks bigger. No, that's not what we got. It's a slow rise back to Howl. It's not good. It's very mid. So, yeah, best thing in this video here is definitely the Nightmare Spectre. I think he's pretty decent. Everything else, D and F tier lower. It's pretty bad. And then up next here, I forgot to mention these guys in the photo section, but I'll talk about them now. The Reaper DJ. Why is the hood like a whole robe? That looks so bad. And from what I'm hearing from the inside, I'm just kidding. I have a video of it, but I can't share it. There's the Reaper DJ. All it does is bob its head. That's all it does. It doesn't, you know, scratch a record on the table or anything. It just bobs its head. And yeah, it sucks. It's very disappointing. I wouldn't say suck, because like it doesn't look bad, but everything else, like why get so lazy with it? I was really excited for the DJ. I was actually gonna pick up the DJ, but after seeing that video, I don't want it. It just isn't that good. And it's small too. He's very short in comparison to all the other ones, especially compared to the Reaper keyboardist in that photo. Like, he just looks very small. And yeah, not a fan at all. I'm really disappointed in this one. Not disappointed in the only prop that honestly I can say exceeded expectations for LOWES this year. The Balloon Dog Clown. The Balloon Dog Clown is actually a very, very good clown animatronic. And it sucks because I still don't think I'm going to pick it up. Obviously, as you can see from the video, he moves his mouth. He has the kind of mouth mech that Giggles the Clown had from Party City and Hill Farm a few years back, which doesn't look terrible. It definitely doesn't look that bad. And then he lunges forward, and the dog kind of lifts his mouth up, and then he starts barking. It's a very unique concept. I actually quite like the Balloon Dog a lot. I like this whole prop a lot. I think it's very good. Would I get it, though? Right now, no, just because I'm not doing anything with clowns, and I don't want them to take up space that I'm already running out of. So yeah, definitely gotta say that, like, he's the best thing. He's definitely the best thing at LOWES right now that isn't a return. But I gotta say, looking at all this, even though we don't have videos of everything, this is very, very disappointing. And I'm not the only one that feels that sentiment. As you guys know, LOWES sponsors me. And this hurts to put this out there, but I'm not the only one. All the other LOWES sponsors are saying the exact same thing. Like, this is a very weak lineup. It's super disappointing that there's not really anything that I want to get this year. The only prop that I want is if Kraken comes back. I'm going to buy Kraken and that's it. Like, I don't want anything else. I'm sure I'm going to want some smalls, tabletops, tombstones, and the blow molds and such. I think I'll probably want some of that stuff for sure. But just what we're looking at right here, this is bad. This is very disappointing. And I hate to say that because last year was such a fantastic year. Like, look right behind me. There's one of my favorite props of the whole year with the captain. And I have the diver in my bedroom. Wednesday Addams is in here somewhere too. And then Bone Collector being one of my favorite giants ever made. And it's a shame to see such a hard fall off. And I really wonder what happened. What went wrong? What made them pick all this gemmy garbage and weaker line techie stuff for stuff going on in the back right now that's just all pure greatness. It is a shame, but I'm going to leave it at that. Hopefully, some of this stuff will improve by the time that we get official releases. I do hope that that is the case. But with that being said, I'm Spooky Guy 444. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.